Hi everyone, today we will cover a topic that is if conditions in Java. So we will cover, let me, so today we will cover these two statements, that is what is if statement and the other one is nested if statements in Java. So before starting, we will understand what is if condition, why we use if condition, and how to use if condition as well as nested if condition. These two topics I try to cover in this video. So first of all, we'll try to understand what is if statement and why we use if statement. So let's say I'll show you. This is the start of our program. And after that, we have this decision box. Basically, what we need to achieve in this program is if the user age is greater than or equal to 18, he can vote. So this is the condition which we'll try to find out using programmatically. So if someone age is equal to or greater than 18, then he can vote, else he cannot vote. But in this scenario, we are not covering else statements. That we will cover that in next video. So in this condition, we will just check if if particular user age is greater than or equal to 18, then he can vote, else he cannot vote. So here we have condition. If this condition is true, then what will happen? And if this condition is not true, then what will happen? So step by step we will try to understand it. See, if this is the start of the, this is the start where we will start our program by creating a class and all those things that I'll show you. Here the condition is if the age is equal to or greater than 18, then this particular line of code will execute. In case of true, and if this particular condition is not true, then what will happen? See, this is the case where condition is true, but if this condition is not true, then what will happen? It will exit the program, simply because here we are not covering else statement. So in case of false, it will not fall under that particular condition. It will check and it will exit the program without saying anything, because we don't have nested if conditions. So basically, if condition is used where we need to check a particular condition is getting true or not. If that particular condition is getting true, we will do some further operations like print that value or print some values, do some operations. So we will do a basic program where you will understand why we use if condition and how to use if condition in Java. So once we are done with this, then we'll try to cover one more topic, that is nested if conditions. If let's say we have multiple conditions and we want to figure out if this particular condition is getting passed, then what will happen? If first condition is getting passed, then the next condition, what will be the next condition? So according to that, we will write the logic. So let's quickly jump to Eclipse. First of all, we need to create a new class. So I use public static void main because we need to run this program in a same window, else we use the concept of this inherited abstract method. So this topic we will cover later on. By using oops, we can write program in another class and create a object in another class and use the object for execution of the programs. So those topics we will cover in oops in step by step, but right now we will use this public static void main. So as of now, you can understand that public static void main we can use for execution. This is the start of our program. This is the starting point of our program. So compiler will understand from this line of code that this is a static method where he should start the execution. So we click on finish, and this inbuilt signature will be created like this. So our class name is condition, package name is hello world, and this is our main method. So inside this main method, what we try to achieve is, if this particular person age is greater than or equal to 18, then we'll do some operation like sysout or something, else it will simply exit the program. So first of all, we need to create a integer age. So in my previous video, I have already explained you why we use integer, float, and double, long, these type of data types. What are data types? Different type of data type. If you are not familiar with the data types, you can check my videos playlist and you will understand. I have created a detailed video about the data types, why we use data type. As of now, you can understand it like int is basically integer value. We can print anything here from the range, from a particular range. I think it will be 0 to 32768. So I'll show you. If I put longer value here, see, it will give you an error, out of range. So these all topics I have already covered, and also we cannot put decimal values here because decimal, it will give you suggestion like convert it into an age or do some typecasting. So as of now, our condition is age 18. After this, the basic syntax of if condition is this: if age greater than equal to 18. That's it. So in this way, you can create any condition in Java. So I'll explain you again. This is a class, this is a main method where the execution will start. We have created a variable name as age, data type integer, and value we have assigned is 18. The condition which we have added is if age is greater than equal to 18, sorry, this is less than, greater than equal to 18, then it will print you are eligible for voting. So as of now, this is simple condition. If this condition is getting true, then only this line of code will be executed, else it will not execute it. So after this, you can simply execute it, run as Java application. Okay, you are eligible for voting, because see, here we have mentioned the condition greater than or equal to 18. So if this number is greater than 18, any number, let's say 100, then also it will fall under this condition. Any number which is greater than or equal to 18. But if the number is less than 18, then nothing will happen. See, nothing will happen. So if nothing is happen, outside the if condition, we can simply write this. Just to understand it. So in this case, this line of code will execute because this condition is not fall under if condition. This if condition is not true. That's why it fall under. It shows only this code. But if our value is more than 18, then in this case, both the values will print. This one and this one also. Why this one? Because see, this condition is getting true. That's why it will print this message. Once the control will come outside this if condition, then it will print this value by default. So every time either this condition is true or not true, this line of code will execute, because this has nothing to do with this if condition. I hope you understand this concept. This case, both the print statements will be executed. I'll show you. Hope you understand this concept. So furthermore, we will have one more condition which we normally do in Java. Like we have multiple conditions of if. Let's say in this case we have one more condition of if. Take an example of nested if conditions. This is simple if condition. Now we are considering nested if. Nested if condition. So in case of nested if, we will take one more variable, that is wait. So here also we will put one more condition. As this is a nested if, I'll just remove this for your clarity. So nested condition is like if this condition is true, here we will have, just give me 1 second. See, in nested condition what will happen? This is start, then we have this first condition, then we have second condition, and then we have line of code which we want to print. And at last, what will happen if both the conditions are, or if one condition or both the conditions are not true? See, this is start. So if this condition is true, if this is true, okay, then it will go to the other statement. This is condition 1, this is condition 2. If this is true, it will go to another statement. If this is also true, then it will print something or do some operations like sys out or something. So the other way is we start the program, this condition is false. So if this condition is false, then the control will come directly outside the program, because these are nested. If it is not falling under first condition, it will not fall under the second condition. The third scenario is first condition is true, but the second condition is false. Then also the control came outside to this one. So here we have nested. In this way we can achieve nested things. Like we have dependencies most of the time. Let's say we have some dependency. If condition 1 true, then only we want to execute the condition 2. In that case, we use nested if conditions. In programmatically or in automation, most of the scenarios we have these kind of scenarios. If we found something, then only we can say that these conditions should come true, else we can say that these conditions are not true. So let's take an example of nested if. Here we have if age is equal to 18. In nested if we can't add this, we will add one more condition. If weight, same condition, weight greater than or equal to 60. Just 1 second. Then it will see something like healthy or eligible to donate blood, something like that. So in this case, if first condition is getting true, the control will go and check the second condition, and then it will print the values. If both the conditions are not true, just give me 1 second, one more bracket we need to. Yeah, that's it. So let's quickly execute it. In this case, it will print this value as well as this value because both the conditions are getting true, and this is nested. Once the control will go inside, it has to go and check these conditions also. See here we can see both the values are getting print. So let's take an example where the condition 1 is true but condition 2 is not true, which I have explained to you here. The second one, condition 1 is true but condition 2 is not true. So here weight is, let's take 59. So 59 is less than 60. So this should not be print, but this should print. First condition should print only. See. Hope you understand this concept of nested conditions, or outside if I will say that for your better clarity, outside nested if. So even in this case, let's take an example. If both the conditions are not true, then only this condition will print. Outside nested if. See here both the conditions are not true. Control C and go and check. Age less than 18. This condition is false. Weight greater than 60, but weight is 59. So this is also false. So it will print only this. So this is the third scenario which we discussed here. It will directly, if condition 1 is false, it will directly go and print the code which is outside if condition. So in this way we can easily track if-else conditions. And let's take one more example. If, let's see, if age is 19 and weight is 59. Okay, we have already checked this. If age is 17 and weight is 61. Let's see what happened in this case. See, as I told you about this, if condition 1 is not true, it will not check the second condition, because logically, see, this condition and this condition are nested. Inside this condition we have this particular value. So I'll give you a relevant example in terms of automation. So most of the time in automation what we do is, if we found an element, then only we can click on that element. Got it? So let's take an example. If we found X particular element in DOM and we successfully able to view that element, then we can add one more condition, that if element is displayed, then we can print the values, or then we can say that this test case is pass after 2 or 3 conditions. So in this way there are a lot of practical scenarios where we use nested if conditions. If condition 1 true, then only condition 2 will come into the picture. If condition 1 is not true, it will go outside the, here in this example you can see condition 1 is not true, it will not check the condition 2 because condition 2 is already inside the condition 1. So this is basically the logic behind nested if conditions. So hope you like the video. If you like the video, do like, share and subscribe. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, go ahead and subscribe this channel. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any doubt or any confusion, do let me know by typing in the comment section. I'll try to sort it out and I'll try to help you in best possible way. Thank you so much. You will have a good day. Thanks.